Hello, I'm James Collinson, sponsor of the Delegated Authority workstream. I just wanted to introduce this project to you and to let you hear from some of the participants involved. From the outset, it was very important to ensure that this was an end-to-end review that incorporated all stakeholders in this convoluted and complex process. By understanding all their issues and opportunities, we've been able to come up with a comprehensive view to inform the blueprint of the future and also get us towards the end state vision. By getting this group of diverse stakeholders together and through a series of workshops, we've been able to get a thorough understanding of all the issues and opportunities and put forward some real proposals for change. So let's hear from some of the participants.
For me, to answer your question, what's different this time is that we've included the individuals that are working with the insureds directly, cover holders, TPAs, IAs. These are the people that spend their days closest to the insureds and are the ones who can best help to figure out how to make the insured's experience better.
Everyone's voice was equal, because when you're answering questions on a board, there's nobody who's shy about answering, and everyone's answer had equal weight.
So I think the really interesting piece for me was that we had non-Lloyd's people in the room. They asked the question why a lot of the time. So I think usually we would just go through talking about the various different things that we do as a market, and no one would really sit there and question it because we've all sort of got the same background. And I don't think that's something that we ask ourselves enough.
This project has incorporated all stakeholders. So hopefully, what we should get out of that is something that benefits all, and particularly should benefit the client.
One of the reasons it's important for us to focus on the DA portion of what we do is that we have a large number of stakeholders in the value chain. And I think when we have a large number of stakeholders over time, what happens is more inefficiencies start to creep in. And so I think it was important for us to just look at those inefficiencies that have crept into the process and try and alleviate them before they become a bigger problem.
For me, the delegated authority process is extremely complex and is in real need of change. What makes now really important is that all the stakeholders within that space now really acknowledge and are for change. If we can make that change a success, then I think it's going to have a really positive impact.
The unfortunate fact is Lloyd's is losing pace with the way that domestic markets, domestic insurers here, specifically in the US, are handling their insureds. That is a gap that is growing. We have to at least match the pace of the domestic carriers. And then we have to make up distance to get claims handling and the entire claims experience caught back up to the domestic markets is going to fall under the shoulders of the TPAs and the IAs. So now, more than ever, we need to have the involvement of those entities in the proposed solutions.
Well, I think one of the really interesting things I found is it's been much more efficient than any other sort of market processes that we've done in the past. It allowed us to sort of focus our discussions a little bit. And so we could look at those real key ideas that everybody had chosen as important and something that we could focus on. Previously, when we do these questions, we try and do absolutely everything, and in the end, nothing gets done. Whereas I felt like in this instance, when we were working in this way, we could focus on, say 5 core ideas.
What really worked for me was having someone else control it, keep the notes, give a great summary and aggregate the information prior to the next meeting. And it accelerated the process.
If you think about it, in a matter of just a few weeks, a 350-year-old organization that has never been particularly good at making changes picked itself up, sent all of its people home, and went entirely virtually in a matter of weeks. Could there have been a better time to introduce the idea of modernization, upgrade, and technical improvements than immediately after such an experience?
So I think today and in the near term, one of the exciting things is that we're going to reduce inefficiency. And so what that means is I think that the claims life cycle will be reduced, and it won't be reduced in terms of the time that we spend actually handling the claim. So you'll still have the same level of expertise that we always have. But I think what we're doing is we're cutting down some of that bureaucracy, which I think can frustrate a lot of stakeholders, and it can slow the process down.
There's nothing more frustrating for an employee to not being able to help a customer. So anything we can do to make them happy will help the employees, keep employees happy, and is good business. At the end of the day, happy customers come back.
I'm optimistic that we can incorporate some of these solutions and that we can do it fairly quickly. And if we can do that, and my optimism pays off, what we're going to find is that we are almost immediately having a significant impact on the speed in which we're able to pay claims. And let's be clear here. The goal has to be to pay claims faster. Full stop. When we pay claims faster, we are improving the insured's claims experience. There are initiatives that we've talked about now that are quick and easy that will allow us to do that.